was a strong and friendly fella with the name of Campanella. He was someone special, I could see right off the bat. There was something.
Webcasting from the Little Bell Publishing Studios in Rockton, Illinois, this is The Mortgage Messenger with host Jim Campanella. Welcome to The Mortgage Messenger. This is the third and final part of our series on building the right team when you're involved in a real estate transaction, when you're doing your purchase. In this segment, we're going to talk about the need or the importance of having a real estate attorney. Although it varies state to state, in most states you're not required to have a real estate attorney. Out on the West Coast, the title company has the ability to act as a real estate attorney or get involved in that part of the transaction, and there are some states that actually require a real estate attorney. So you'd have to check your state requirements first. However, if your state doesn't require an attorney, you still should have an attorney, and the reason for that is really 5 basic reasons. The first is they're able to read your sales contract and make sure that you have clear title. They'll review the title commitment or the title policy or the abstract of title depending on your state, and they'll make certain that when the title transfers from the seller to you, that you have clear ownership of the property. The second reason is they can go through the mortgage documents and make sure that although pretty much all lenders use the standard forms, they'll check for anything that may encumber the property incorrectly or any incorrect things, or even check the fees to make sure they're accurate. They're involved in the closing statement to make sure that the numbers you bring to the table are the numbers that you should be bringing. The third reason why you need or should have a real estate attorney is because they attend your closing. They're there should something arise at the table. At the very last minute, they're there to represent you legally and make certain that the property transfers properly to you. The fourth reason is while you're at the closing, often your lender is not at the closing. Many loan officers do show up to the closing and certainly can be an active participant at the closing, but in case they don't show up, your attorney can read the legal documents of the mortgage and everything and explain it to you so you understand those terms. You're committing yourself to 15 or 30 or whatever the term is, years of making these payments, and you need to understand what those documents state. An attorney can represent that to you, can give you that information instead of you having to read all the pages yourself. And finally, the fifth reason, and the most important one, is just in case there's anything that comes up odd on the property or anything else, just a general overview, is they're there to represent you. So it's very important that you utilize a real estate attorney. Now the question really becomes, when do you bring a real estate attorney into your team? My suggestion is, of course, you get yourself pre-approved first, you get your lender first, you certainly can get your realtor next, but before you execute any contract to purchase a home, you should have your real estate attorney in place. They should be a part of reading that contract that you're signing to purchase that home. Once you sign that contract, you're committed to buying that property, so you need your attorney to check that out. Some people bring a real estate attorney in at the very end to help with the closing, which is better than not having a real estate attorney. But at the very end, you're already too late because you've already executed the contract, you've already committed to purchasing that home under those terms. So really, the team should be put together. Your mortgage lender, your realtor, and your attorney should be together before you execute any sales contract to purchase a home. Now, if you're selling a home, although again you don't really need a real estate attorney unless of course your state requires it, the reason to have an attorney is the same as the ones for as if you're purchasing, plus they're able to coordinate the whole thing. When you sell your house, it's not just you're signing a piece of paper and then waiting for the mortgage. You've got to order title, you've got to order a survey, you've got to draw up your closing figures, you've got to order payoff letters on the mortgage you're paying off. If there's any negotiating with your current lender for a short pay or anything like that, all that needs to be done. And that's where an attorney would come into play if you're selling a home. So certainly if you're selling a home, a real estate attorney needs to be a very integral part of the process. Now for more information, or if you'd like to review the previous podcasts, go to our website, www.mortgagemessenger.net. And you can view the one on the real estate professional as well as your mortgage lender, and then of course this new one. Or if you would like some information or possibly a referral on a good realtor or attorney, certainly contact me at the website. If you have any other questions or comments, please drop me an email or contact me at the website. Or if you have an iPhone and you have our iPhone app, you can contact me directly through the app. And until next time, thank you for viewing.
I can't forget you, Campanella. You're still the MVP within my heart. You're still the MVP within my heart.